At the end of September, we held our most recent quilt retreat, which we call Quilt Camp, and we had so much fun. We start planning the next camp the minute we get home from the current camp. And yes, we are currently planning our Spring 2025 camp right now. We make lots of lists, plan projects, and cut kits. About 2 to 3 weeks before camp, we start packing and making even more lists. The 2 days before we leave for camp, the store is a mess, and we are crossing things off our list, trying to remember all the things we wanted to take with us. When the truck arrives, it's go time. Time for loading and more loading. Dan does all the heavy lifting for us, thank God for him. We load fabric, samples, kits, notions, props, carts, all of our decorations, swag bags, store displays, racks, shelves, carts, and wagons. There's a lot to remember. Once the truck is loaded, we head over to get the shop and camp set up for our retreaters. After all these years, we have a pretty good system for getting it all done. We put up the quilts first, and then bring in all the bins and boxes, and then load in the fabric onto the shelves. Once everything is unloaded from the truck, Dan leaves with the truck, and then we start spreading it all out and organizing. It takes a little work, but we want it to look really good for when the campers show up. We were there for a total of 10 days. We had a group there for the whole 10 days, and we started on a Friday. A big group came in that first weekend, came in on Friday and left on Sunday or Monday. The next big group came in on that second Thursday and left on Sunday. A few people joined us midweek between the 2 weekend groups. It's a lot of coming and going, but we like that we have 2 different weekend groups so we can accommodate more campers. Every camp, we have a different theme to have fun with. This year, our theme was circus. We find lots of fun decorations and costumes and props to make things festive. We decorate the lunchroom and try to find quilts and projects to match the theme. While at camp, we have our on-site quilt shop filled with fabric, kits, notions, rulers, pre-cuts, quilts, and plenty of finished quilts for inspiration. Once camp starts, we are also open to the public so local quilters can enjoy our shop while we are in their area. Once the shop is set up and all the decorations are ready to go, the real excitement begins when the quilters show up. They're driving in from all over, and we have wagons and carts available to help the campers get their belongings to their sewing spaces and sleeping rooms once they get here. They are anxious to set up and start sewing right away. There are 4 sewing areas available: Lower Christopher House, Grace Place or the Fireside Room, Upper Alta, and finally the dining room. We try very hard to have friends sew together. Space available depends on groups and which room people are in. Quilters traveled from all over the United States and Canada to join us at camp. The states represented were Iowa, South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Nebraska, Texas, Illinois, North Carolina, Ohio, Georgia, Missouri, and Indiana. Everyone is encouraged to walk around and see what's happening in the other sewing rooms, but we all get together at meal times to get to know our fellow quilters. We had such a great group of gals. I know I say this after every camp, but it's true. They were wonderful. Lots of the gals who join us at camp come back for another camp when their schedule allows. Sometimes it feels like a quilt family reunion. It's also fun to see all the different types of sewing machines. We had everything from beautiful featherweights, which were made in the 30s and 40s through the 1960s, to the top-of-the-line brand new embroidery machines. All the major brands were represented: Bernina, Janome, Pfaff, Brother, Singer, Juki, Baby Lock, and Husqvarna Viking. The schedule at camp only has a few scheduled happenings: meals 3 times a day, and show and tell on Saturday nights. The rest of the time is freewheeling. They can sew when they want, take walks, nap, have coffee, chat with their new quilting friends, and of course, shop at the quilt shop. Sleeping rooms are in 2 of the buildings, Alta House and Christopher House. Each of the rooms are double or triple occupancy and have their own bathrooms. Chef Chad provides breakfast, lunch, and supper. Plus, each of the sewing rooms has a shared snack table. No one goes hungry at Quilt Camp. The Okoboji Lutheran Bible Camp campus is beautiful, and you can sit by the lake and get a few moments of zen when you need it. It's a quiet neighborhood with lots of wildlife to see. Deanne takes her cart around to all the campers to do demos and mini classes and show new merchandise from the store. Everyone likes to know what's new and see what Deanne has been working on. The type of projects people worked on varied from small mug mats to aprons, bags of all sizes, baby quilts to king-size quilts, simple and hard, table toppers, runners. There was even some scrapbooking. There were people doing hand quilting, machine quilting, hand embroidery, machine embroidery, journaling, and just regular sewing. There was plenty of laughter and sharing of stories too. A good time was had by all. Deanne created the cutest clown costume, and I got to be the ringmaster. I had some help from Linnea. She works at the shop and also at the local theater group. Even the campers played along. We had another ringmaster, some clowns, a carnival barker, and a trapeze artist. On each of the Saturday nights during camp, we have a spectacular show and tell. The quilters share projects they've been working on or finished at camp or at previous camps. Show and tell is always extremely inspiring and also very entertaining. Every year, we do a lottery block for camp. This year, we used the Super Card Trick block, a paper piece block designed by content creator Molly Sparkles. We will leave a link in the description below to the PDF for the block. Everyone who makes a block gets their name added for a chance to win all of the blocks. This year, the winner chosen was Sandra. She was all smiles when she won. And then suddenly, it's 10 days later, and it's time to pack it all up again and head home. But we will always have our wonderful memories of our creative time together. We'd like to send out a very sincere thank you to all who attended our fall retreat, and thanks to you for watching. We hope you will hit the like button, leave a comment for us, share with your quilting friends, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.